Hi! So today I wanted to do one of those videos where I don't really plan it at all, so all my videos, but the ones where I especially don't plan it at all and I just kind of talk to you, because I have like 5 different videos I wanted to do, but then I was like, none of these are really worth their own video, so how about we shove them together and just make one big pile of trash rather than a bunch of different ones. First, I want to say 100, oh my god, wow! I know it's not a massive milestone, but it's so much more than I ever thought I'd do. Like, I'm super cool and, you know, I was really excited about it. So yeah, thank you, literally, everyone. Alright, so first thing I want to talk about is, at what point aren't you a beginner guitar player? Because it's hard to track your progress because there's no like objective ways to do it really, or maybe there are. Like if you're lifting weights, you're like, wow, at first I was only benching 30 pounds. Now I can bench 300. So that's obvious progress, whereas with guitar it's harder to tell. Like I guess you could be like, I can play this solo better, but how well does that actually translate to everything else? Do you know what I mean? I don't even know what I mean. Well, I'm here today to let you know what my opinion is. Because I was looking up on Google, I was Googling what other people had to say. It's not the same for anybody, so I think it's ultimately on you to decide, am I a beginner? But in case, you know, you have trouble, here's my list of things. Alright, so I've got 5 items. How to tell you're not a beginner anymore. So number 1, there's the 10,000 hour rule. Basically this guy said, if you're to put 10,000 hours of deliberate practice into any like one task, you'll become world class level. Like, it's not a guarantee that necessarily you'll be a Hendrix, but it is a guarantee that you'll be at least pretty good. And one of the things that he talks about is the Beatles, and he says how, you know, they went and started playing at this strip club. I don't remember what it's called. I'll put the name here. That one. And he said when they went in, they weren't very good, but being forced to play 6 hours a night developed them into being like really good musicians. And now people have problems with that because they're like, you can practice all you want, but practice doesn't make creativity. But then, I don't know if you know this, I used to be in film production, and in a screenwriting course, they actually say, spend half an hour a day writing, and then you will develop the skill to write better stories. Definitely some people are inclined to be more creative, but by putting work into it, you're gonna get it. Back to the whole beginner guitar thing. If 10,000 hours is world class, what point do you, and do I think, makes you not a beginner anymore? And I'd say probably 100 hours. And another thing, and this is like what all guitar teachers say, and what, you know, university professors say, they're like, don't try and learn everything all at once. Like, don't cram because you won't retain it the same. If you work out for 10 hours in one day, you won't have the same progress. Why do I equate everything to working out? Because I'm a douche. But what's something better? Fuck it. If you work out for 10 hours in one day, you're not going to see the same progress as you would if you worked out for an hour a day over 10 days. Same with guitar. You know, in general, if you were to play guitar for 10 hours a day for 10 days, honestly, your fingers would probably come off. But if they didn't, at that point you probably wouldn't be a beginner anymore. But if you were to play, you know, for an hour a day for 100 days, maybe 100 is a little much now that I'm thinking about it. Really depends like how you're practicing though. Personally, I've played guitar for definitely over 100 hours, but I spend a lot of the time just, you know, playing like the 4 chords and going like, and that's not really how you should practice. So obviously it depends how effective your practicing is. In less time, you can move past beginnerhood, but around 100, you're probably at the point beyond beginner. Point number 2, a sign that you're not a beginner, is that you can play with others. Because I know at first for me, the first time I ever went over to my friend's house to try and play some songs together, he'd be like, alright, so like let's play something with these chords. And I'd be like, oh yeah, that's cool, but like I can play fast car. Whereas now when I go play with people, I'm not saying I can like fully improvise over it. Now we can play together on a better level. And if he's like, hey, do this, I can pick it up fairly quickly. The ability to play with other musicians is a pretty good indication that you're not a beginner anymore. When I say play together, I mean in a way that sounds okay, and maybe improvise a little bit, which is my next point. You're no longer a beginner once you can improvise. So that's to say you haven't practiced, you know, a certain strumming pattern for like an hour before you can do it, or you haven't practiced certain chord changes, or you haven't practiced, well, I don't know, solos can be pretty intricate. Those I feel like are hard to come up with on the spot. At that point, you already know you're not a beginner. You don't need me to tell you. This is saying like on a basic level. I'm not saying like, hey, play Through the Fire and Flames and improvise it. And I'm just saying, if your buddy's like, we're gonna play something, in the key of E minor, and you can do it. You're not a beginner. And if you're like, well, I don't know what to do here, sorry to say, you can't join a jazz band. But you might not be a beginner, maybe you just haven't put any time into music theory. If you can't do it yet, that's my advice. Is it worth it? I don't know. Number 4. When you play the guitar, you're not annoying other people. To be honest, some very good guitar players are annoying. You're like, I just want to listen to Katy Perry. Maybe that's just me. But you know, sometimes at a party you don't want to hear it. But if you ever are playing and people actually enjoy it, you're probably not a beginner anymore. No, for example, I have one friend, he knows who he is. He'll just pick up a guitar at a party and start strumming nonsense chords. Oh, I'm realizing this might be a problem with the point. If an audience of not drunk people thinks that you can play, then you're not a beginner. If they're drunk, it doesn't count. Sorry, not gonna say your name, you know who you are if you're watching this. It doesn't count. Anyway, number 5. Fun fact about me, I've dropped like 3 philosophy classes. So I don't know my philosophers. But one of them says, the wise man knows he knows nothing. And to apply that to guitar, once you actually know that you aren't that good, it means you've made progress. Once you realize there's a lot more you don't know about, it probably means that you know more than you used to. For example, if you're gonna talk about like neurology, I'm gonna not know anything. That's a terrible example. Forget that example. Anyway, okay. So this is the second video I wanted to make. Let me give you a quick history of this channel. I might put some like more intricate editing over this part, but I am just talking from the heart and the head. I didn't write this down. This is the direction I want to head towards. If you're watching this, give me your opinion on it. No, this channel's always been about me doing what I can't do. I created it as a music channel when I literally had no idea how to play or make music. I was like, I want to learn, you know, some music production, so I uploaded those other videos. You know, it's about challenging myself and doing what I can't do. And that's why I'm having so much fun with this channel, because it's like, you know what I mean? But the reason I started this channel was to make music. So I want to make more music. If you guys don't dig it, I get it. I'm gonna keep making these videos more than ever. Here's the thing. I gotta keep up my drinking problem. There's also making some money so I don't, you know, starve to death, and that's pretty much it. But other than that, I want to put my time towards YouTube. I'm gonna start off with 3 videos a week. This will probably start next week. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. And you know, just go from there. Yeah, let me know if you like these super long videos. Like, I want to make videos that I like making, but I also don't want them to be super boring. So if you like them, let me know. If you hate them, let me know. I'm shocked you made it this far if you hate it, but thanks for bearing with me. That's pretty much... Oh, remember the song from the last video I did like this? This one? Catch me smiling, it's for you, come on. You are the only one I want. You remember that one? I've been working on that one today, but I'm gonna try and get a recording of it done. If you watched my How Not to Record a Song video, you saw that I was trying to make a song out of it. Cat downtown with the windows down and the clubs outside and the music's loud, but that one, and then it ended up just being like terrible garbage. If you're trying to make a song in a day and you don't have that much experience, like, keep it simple. Isn't that like an essay tip? But yeah, you gotta know what you can do and play to your strengths. So moving forward, I want to make candid content. I never want it to be like over edited. You know, I like to mess around sometimes, but I want to be real. So that's pretty much everything that I wanted to say today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you, since I'm going to Montreal, not for a couple days, maybe this weekend. I'm hoping when I start uploading on a schedule is when you'll see me. Bye. I'll play you out with the song that I've been writing today. Tastes like coke and whiskey. Haven't seen you since last fall. I was hoping when you kissed me at all. I remember late September when you took my hand and made me dance with your friends. We were laughing. Bye!